Back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we are taking your guys' chart requests here from the live chat and also over here inside the Discord under the live request section. We knocked a bunch of these out yesterday. We left off at NVIDIA, RKLB, and S. So we're going to start right here today with Robinhood and NVO. Quick announcement though, guys. I will not be live until Monday the 13th again. I'm going on a camping trip, so I will not be live all of next week or tomorrow. I'm leaving this afternoon right when I get done with this live. And again, I'll be back on Monday. So if you don't see me live or you see someone in the Discord asking like, hey, where's Overkill? Just let him know he's on a camping trip. He'll be back on the 13th, Lord willing. And we'll still be continuing the same schedule once I get back on the 13th. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start here with Leon for Hood. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. If you guys have chart requests, just go ahead and put them in the live request thread over here in the live chat. I will be answering those live here as well. Along with all of these, we're just going to finish this off here today. We don't have very many more left after yesterday, but Robinhood here from Leon. Let's go ahead and take a look at Robinhood, see what it did today. It's still pumping up. So again, we're still just waiting on a red dot on Robinhood. I think this one's going to absolutely keep moving here. It did get a little bit of selling here at the 120 level, but man, this company, they just launched their own blockchain, guys. This is a legitimate company, and it has the monthly dot as well. So I would say as long as Robinhood can hold on to $90, as long as Robinhood holds on to 90, it's bullish. I did trim some right here at around 111. I did sell half of my position. It pulled back. I wish I would have re-entered right there, but I didn't. But you still got a little meat on that bone. Either wait till it hits the red zone up here or wait for the weekly dot here. Okay, the weekly dot will most likely call the top of this. I would say this one is still a hold here. What's going on, Johnny? What's going on, MCaps? MCaps has one for XDC here in the chat. That one's still sitting down there at around 3 cents. So you just be looking for the green dot on that one. Again, you got one back here at around 3 cents. It's sitting at 0.028 now, so you're down, I don't know, probably 10, 20%. So you'd be looking to average down that position on the green dot. I don't know too much about XDC, but what I can tell you is it's sitting right here at the 2024 lows, okay, where we bounced in 2024 and went all the way up to 15 cents. So that one looks okay. I just wait for the green dot there on that. What else do we got over here? NVO. NVO is still pushing up as well. Again, we got our buy signal back here at around 36. It's now sitting at $50. One thing about NVO is it's coming up into that white line that it has been getting rejected by. So what we really want to see this thing do is break out over like 53 next week just to continue the movement upward. Again, the dot is still green, so we're still bullish. I actually like this one. I'm targeting anywhere from $60 to $70. Red zone on that sitting there at 72 to 80. So again, if you guys are not familiar with our sell strategy, what we look to do is we look to sell a red dot in the red zone on the Fibonacci retracement tool there on the daily chart. Okay, so when people ask me for price targets, right, I always just tell them where the Fibonacci is. So my price target for this is all the way up here between 72 and 80, which is anywhere from a 40 to a 60% gain there on NVO. So I'm looking for that one to come up a little bit more. Again, we were buying down here at around 36 or 35, so we're already up significantly on the position. We're just looking for a sell signal, either a red dot on the weekly or a red dot up here in the red zone on the daily. But that one on the monthly chart looks very bullish, getting up over that orange line there, right? You got the MACD about the crossover. You got the green dot right there. Everything looks really good on the macro. This thing got absolutely smoked over the last 2 years. This is one of the biggest drug-making companies in America. They make around $11 billion a quarter. They're very heavily involved with like those weight loss pills and peptides and things like that, which is a huge trend. So I like this one a lot over $42. Up over 42, I really like NVO here. David says, hi, could you please look at Sound and BBAI, as I thought you spoke about them not too long ago. I didn't hear anything anymore. SoundHound, I think we covered that yesterday. SOUN, we were looking at that right down here at the bottom of the fib. So this one had the green dot back here at around $6, and it's right back down at that price. So it did have a little jump up from 6 all the way up to 10, but then it traded right back. So we're trading in a range right now between 6 and 10. Right here is the bottom of the range. What you want to see on SoundHound is just a green dot there on the weekly. BBAI is the other one. Same thing here. Again, got the green dot back here in March. That came at $3. It went all the way up to $5.50. That was like an 80% gain, and then it pushed on back. So both of those names, I'd just be looking for the next weekly signal, or just looking to buy it down here into this area, because again, if you get the green dot down here, that tells you that $3 or $3.25 is the bottom. Right, this low right here, the previous low at $3. $3 is the bottom. So the closer you could buy it to 3, the better, right? Just because it went up and came back down doesn't mean it's bearish. It just means, hey, we should just watch $3 and wait for a green dot. If you could buy it down here at $3, I would call that the price to get it at. But I don't know a lot about these two companies. That's probably why I don't talk about them much. But I just trade the signals. Again, that green dot came at $3. Get it popped up, gave you a red dot, and then sold back off. So we'd be targeting up here between 750 and 9 here on BBAI. What else we got? Yeah, I'm short chip stocks. I've been short chip stocks, dude. SOXS, I'm still actually down on my short position on it. I bought it at $5, and it's sitting at $4.50. But, I mean, if you look at these chip stocks, just look at their monthly charts. Okay, just looking at that chart right there, what direction do you think we're going to go this month and next month and for the next 6 months? Okay, look how high the wave is. Look how, right, do we want to take longs up here? Absolutely not. Guys, I bought Intel back here at like $19. I sold it at like 40 something. I sold it up here. Yeah, I didn't get the whole move, but I traded options and made like 400% on those last year. Okay, we were going long back here when no one was talking about it. Okay, same thing with AMD. All these charts are starting to crack down. Look at MU. MU's back under $1,000. Okay, so I think that's going to at least come back down to 600, right? So that's why I'm short stocks or short chips. And again, if you look at SOXL, this is the bullish semiconductor ETF. Okay, again, where did we get our buy signal? Right here in June of last year, $16 all the way up to $321. That is an insane move, dude. That is a 1,800% gain. So the inverse of SOXL is SOXS. So when SOXL, right, this is the bullish ETF, when this goes up, SOXS goes down, right? So I'm buying SOXS because I'm short chips. Not because I think they're bad businesses, but I just think they're trading at massive premiums right now. They're way off of their moving averages. Every single one of them, right, are sitting 65% off of their 4-year moving averages down here, right? That's a big distance, right? If we fall all the way back down into that level like we normally always do, I mean, look at every time this thing goes up, it comes back down. Okay, it goes up, it comes back down. It goes up, it comes back down. Okay, it happens over and over and over again. Nothing goes up forever, right? Eventually, people are going to take profits, right? If we were buying this signal right here, like the smart money does, right there at March at around 190, I mean, someone bought that. They're currently up 200% on the position. So are you going to risk that 200% gain by holding on and hoping that it's going to keep going up for another 6 months? Or are you going to take profit and then wait till it comes back down and then re-enter the trade? Okay? Capital rotation, folks. Capital rotation. I am very short stocks. I've been short stocks for months now. Or chip stocks, not stocks, chip stocks specifically. Okay? NVIDIA, right? All these names that have just absolutely had a massive run up. Okay? This looks like it's coming down. SOXL looks like it's coming down. It's going to pop. Okay? And when that happens, this is going to go up. So yes, I am short chips. What's going on? Attic. Josh, what's going on, brother? Oh, here we go. We got a verse of the day here from Johnny Crypto. James 1:2-4. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be... You didn't finish the verse, brother. Oh, mature and complete. Nice. Sorry, I didn't see that. So again, consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds, meaning you should be joyful in the bear markets in life, right? Not just in the markets, but the bear markets. We can reference the markets, right, in regards to what the Bible teaches, right? There's going to be trials. There's going to be bear markets. There's going to be hard times in life. Okay, but it says, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance, right? Meaning when you get tested in life and you get into these situations where it just feels like everything's going against you, right? That produces perseverance. That produces character. Okay, and it says, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete. It's the hard times in life Okay, when our backs are up against the wall, when we learn the most, when we mature, okay, when we go through hard things, it completes us. It makes us grow. You're not growing if you're not going through hard things, right? In order for if you go to the gym, if you're trying to get stronger and grow your muscles, you can't do that by not lifting weights. There has to be resistance. There has to be something you're doing that is creating that resistance, that is hard, that is causing you to grow. Okay, I love that. James is pretty much my favorite book in the Bible, dude. It talks all about perseverance, talks all about just going through trials and just persevering. My favorite verse in the Bible is James 1:12. I don't know if anyone can pull that up, but James 1:12 is my favorite verse in the Bible. Like if I was to get a tattoo with a Bible verse, that would be the one. Jason says, like the live. Yes. Guys, if we can get this video to 200 likes today, 200 likes on the video today, I will give away 200 XRP before we sign off. 200 XRP giveaway if we can get this video to 200 likes by the end of the live. We got CRM here. CRM's actually looking interesting. It doesn't have a green dot yet, but I got to imagine that thing's going to pop next week up above 170. I got stopped out of this at 160. They stopped me out right there, but it looks like it's finding a bottom right there at 64. I want to see this thing get back up over the orange line, that EMA, but this thing's just so oversold. It's a massive company. I think it's a buy down here. I got stopped out. I'm looking for a reason to re-enter it. Okay, I mean, if you're long-term on this, I think this is a great trade. This looks very similar to what happened here. Boom, you got the green dot on the monthly there in 2023. It went from 135 all the way up to 370. Pulled all the way back here to 165. Bada bing, bada boom. There was the bottom right there at 145. Is that the bottom? I don't know. What we're waiting for on CRM is probably a monthly dot. Okay, it is trying to reverse here, but ultimately I want to see it get up over that moving average there. What else we got? Aerodrome. Made a TikTok on this today. This one looks very good. Okay, very strong project built on the base network. We've been talking about it for a while. We entered this right here at 37 off the dot. Okay, and it's pushing up. We want to see that break out over 60 cents. If that breaks out over 60 cents, it's going to get very, very bullish very, very fast. But we're still holding that. Look at that. It's got a daily alert here as well, bouncing off the EMA. Beautiful. Okay, we're targeting up here at around $1 to $1.20 on that one. Okay, or a red dot. That's what we're looking for. Again, we want that wave up here above the white line, just like how when we buy, we want this wave to be down here below the white line. Okay, buying the green dots, boom, you got that one there at 30 cents. You're already up 80%. We want the wave up here giving a red dot when we're selling. Okay, at least the wave being closer up above that white line there. I really like that. That's up 7% today. BCH. And again, if you guys are just joining late, I will not be live again until Monday, July 13th. So if you guys see people asking or saying something in the Discord, I'm going on a camping trip. I'm going to be camping for the next week. So just let somebody know if you see somebody asking. I will be back. We will be back to normal schedule on July 13th. I hope everyone's looking forward to the weekend this weekend. My wife and I are heading up to the cabin, then I'm going on a camping trip by myself. So gonna unplug for a bit. I'm really excited about where the markets are at. I mean, I don't see myself selling in the next anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks or even a week. So with our strategy, I'm fine leaving for a week and coming back, right? So I really like where things are at. I mean, we've been accumulating throughout this whole bear market, and I think we're really about to turn the corner here, and people are going to get shocked here. Okay, BCH coming up off the bottom. That one looks like the bottom's in right there at 181. This one actually looks really good off of its dip. I'm going to throw that one in my watch list there. Huge capitulation. Again, you got the red dot up here in January right there at $645. It went all the way down to 180. That was a nasty, nasty drop. Okay, look at that. 72% drop if you didn't take profits up here. Boom, now we're down here. Now we're looking to re-enter. So if you like BCH, I actually like this one here too with a stop loss at 180. FCell, Free Cell Energy. Again, the wave's up here. We're just not interested. We'd be taking profits on that one here up in the red zone. What else we got? I have a majority of bags of stocks. Do you think I should sell most at the current prices, not new acquisitions, to move into crypto? I feel crypto is going to be a bigger run. I can't, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't advise you on that. If you want me to take a look at some of the stocks, I'm happy to. But you got to go with what you feel, what you think, right? I'm just here to present the information. crypto, in my opinion, is buying crypto now is like buying tech stocks in the 1900s. I mean, if you're looking at it on a 5 to 10 year scale or 20-year scale, like we're brand new. It's brand new. It's just getting started, right? Once the Clarity Act passes, that's going to give crypto all the legitimacy it needs. That's going to bring the banks, the institutional investors. Again, that's just my take. So I hold stocks and crypto. I think it's very good to be diversified. Thank God that we were diversified. I don't know if you were, but I was diversified this year, and I actually made a lot of money on stocks this year. Yes, I'm down big on some of these crypto names. When I say big, I mean like 20 to 30% on some of these names. Okay, but I have been able to take profits on stocks and roll it into cryptocurrencies, right? I'm buying cryptos down here at the low. I'm buying Ethereum down here at these levels. Okay, because again, we're literally sitting at massive discounts right now. Okay, over the next 5 years, okay, or however long it's going to take, I'm buying this thing at a 37% discount off of the 4-year average. So I know I'm getting discounted prices right now. That doesn't mean I want to go sell all my stocks, because again, it's good to be diversified. You've got names like PayPal here, really reversing here, really turning the corner. I have other stocks like GoodRx, took some profit on that. We entered this at 2, made around 50%. I think we made 40%, took some profits on that. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to rotate into some of these other names that are beat up. Okay, we traded SMCI from 20 up to 50, took profits on that. Now we got cash so we can roll into crypto. So it's just all about capital rotation, right? If you're in stocks and stocks go up, you could take profits at the highs and then rotate that capital into something like Ethereum or Chainlink or Bitcoin or literally any of these cryptocurrencies right now, because they're all at the bottom. Okay, in my opinion, buying crypto right now is like buying Intel, right, when it was down here at $19, when no one was excited about it, when no one was talking about it. Okay, I have the receipts for that, for the Intel trade. Okay, we took the trade right here in June. Okay, at $19. It went all the way up to $140. And this is where everyone wants to buy. This is where retail wants to buy. Okay, we want to buy down here. Okay, look at some of these cryptos. Look at Chainlink. Where's the wave? Way down there. Where's Ethereum? Way down there. Where's Bitcoin? Way down there. Okay, we want to buy when this wave is down here. Okay, we don't want to buy things like Intel that's gone up 700% on the year. That's what retail does. That's what the new investor does. They go chase the hype and what they see on Twitter. Okay, we do the total opposite. Like, it's just the opposite, and it's not fun for me sometimes, you know, because it's like you want to be part of the excitement, but it's like, hey, like, this isn't exciting. This thing's going to rug back down here to 40, 50 bucks. It's sitting at 120. Anyone buying this up here is literally going to cut their portfolios in half probably over the next year. Okay, it's not funny. It's why I started this channel, so people don't get smoked. But again, I just go off the data, folks. I go off the charts. I don't go off of what I think or what I feel is going to happen. I literally just go off what the chart says. If a chart's telling me that, hey, the 4-year average for Ethereum is $2,500, that's the average price over the last 4 years. Okay, and I'm buying it at a 32% discount. It is logically proven, it's a fact, that we are trading at a big discount, right? A 30% discount. That's a huge discount. Ethan, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Oh, we got another one here from Slow Train. He got the James 1:12. This is my favorite verse of all time. It says, God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Afterward, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. It's a little different. Is that the King James version? God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. So enduring the hard times, enduring the temptation, enduring those emotions, and enduring the testing of your faith. When everything's going against you, you still got to believe. You got to believe. You got to have faith in the good Lord, because he's always there with you through the good and the bad. Okay, and it says right there, afterward, you will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. Love God no matter what, even in the bad times. Okay, when it's very hard to do, you do it no matter what happens. Okay, and in the good times, it's always easy to love God when things are going good. It's always good to pray. It's always easy to praise him and, hey, God, you're so great. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for all this bull market that I'm having in life. But when the bear market hits, okay, that's when it's hard to love God and honor God. Okay, but we do that here at Overkill Trading, no matter what. Okay, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much our backs are against the wall, we praise the Lord. Yep, 200 likes. 200 likes on the video today, guys, and I will give away 200 XRP, but we got to get to 200 by the time I sign off the live here. We're sitting at about 69. We got around 148 people watching right now. So if we can get this up to 200 likes, I will give away 200 XRP today. What else we got? I see one here for Ether. That's just the Ethereum ETF. This is pretty much just a trade on Ethereum. Okay, we like Ethereum here. We're very bullish on Ethereum, so therefore we would be very bullish here on Ether. I think Ether's probably going to pop its green dot here next week, and you will see that pop here probably next week when the market opens. The stock market is closed tomorrow, just so everybody knows. They close it for the 4th of July, even though the 4th of July is on Saturday. Kind of counterproductive, but we'll see. ETH, are we just going to ignore the bounce? We're not ignoring the bounce. ETH is up 8% this week. Gave back all those losses from last week. Again, if you guys look at this for the last 4 weeks, right, we haven't gone anywhere. This is consolidation, right? We're just chop, 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 chop. So I think the bottom's in at 1,500. I mean, the bottom was in back here at 1,500 for ETH right here. Okay, I know I said I thought the bottom was in right here at 1,900. It went down $200. I'm not. This is why I don't do price predictions. I just want to get close, guys. I don't want to time the exact bottom. I just want to be close. If I buy right here at 1,900 and it goes down to 1,700 or 1,500, okay, and then comes back up, like I don't care about that drop, right? Does it suck? Yes, but ultimately, if I'm buying ETH right here, I'm thinking it's going back up here to 5,000. So if you buy ETH at 1,900 or you buy ETH at 1,500, it really won't matter. You won't care, right? You won't lose sleep about it. Okay, up here at 5,000, because you're making money either way. As long as we're buying down here, we're beating everybody else. Because again, up here, this is when, hey, Overkill, is it still a good time to buy Ethereum? Is it still a good time to buy up here? No, it's not. It's time to buy when everyone's scared and running. Just the amount of bears that I see on Twitter, it's so concerning, man. It's just sad to see. Because again, everyone's super bullish up here. If you guys remember September, August, everyone was buyers. Everyone was telling you to buy. Everyone was having a good time. Down here, everyone's telling you to sell. Why is that? Why? Why do we do that as humans? Why are we really excited to buy when everything's going up and to the right, but we're not excited down here when things are on discount? I mean, you're literally buying Ethereum at a 40% discount right now from the 4-year average. The 4-year average is 2,400. You're buying it 30 to 40% below that level. Okay, I was okay buying it right here 20, 25% below that level. Okay, again, I'm not trying to be exact. I'm just trying to get close. And again, when the wave comes back up here, what are we going to do, Bobby? We're going to cash out. We're going to sell. Okay? And again, just like how it's hard to buy down here, guys, just like how it's hard to buy down here, it's hard to sell up here. Okay, why is it hard to sell up here? Because we have enthusiasm. Because, right, everything's going really good and things are just great. And, oh, we're never going down. XRP is going to 10,000 by the end of the year. You're hearing all the noise, all the noise. Oh, it's never going to go down. It's never going to go down, right? And you're scared to sell because if you sell, oh, what if it goes up another 10%, right? It's human psychology. That's why we take it all out, folks. We have an indicator, right? We have indicators that tell us when to buy and sell. We don't have to be emotional. We don't have to think for ourselves, right? We let the indicator do the work. Okay, we let the charts do the work. The market doesn't matter about what you think or what you feel. All that matters is the data, the information. Where are the buyers stepping in to buy this? Where's the big money stepping in? They're stepping in down here at $1,500. Boom. Where are we at? $1,500. Oh, this is where the big money stepped in last time and said, nope, we're going higher. So why would you sell down here at the same spot that we hit last year? Again, this is when everyone was panicking about the tariffs with Trump. Boom, we ripped 5 months of just straight up action. Okay, I know it's been a bloody 10 months, but again, do you think crypto's going anywhere anytime soon? With all these banks and all these companies and all these governments getting involved in it, it's not going anywhere. It's not. It's the only thing taking crypto out. I've told you guys this from the jump, from the start, is the grid going out. Like if the grid goes out, if we lose electricity, crypto's worth nothing. Crypto's dead. That's the only thing that's killing it. Right now, it's too big to fail. It's too big. There's too many corporations, too many governments, too many institutions that are wrapped up in it. It's not going anywhere. So when you get a dip like this, a 10-month drawdown, it's not time to be bearish. It's time to be bullish. It's time to load the bags, dude. It's time to go all in. Not time to be scared because you're worried, oh, what if it goes down here to 1,400? Dude, it ain't going to matter when it goes back up here to 5, okay, or 10 or 15. You're not going to care if you bought it at 17 or 14 in the end. Imagine being one of those guys back in 2015, right? One of these guys back here in 2015. Remember when Bitcoin was at $200? Imagine being one of those guys who was like, oh, it's going to go down to 150. Don't buy yet. Don't buy yet. Don't buy. And then it goes up to 20,000 over the next 2 years, and you didn't buy because you were waiting for it to go down to 150, right? As long as you're buying around the bottom, you don't have to time the exact bottom. You don't got to get to the exact cent on the dollar. I know a lot of people want to do that, but it's literally impossible. Okay, as long as we're getting within 10 to 20%, even 30% of the macro bottom, okay, this thing went from $3,000 up to $61,000. That is a 2,000% move, and you got and somebody was scared about a 10% drawdown, and they made $2,000 to the upside. It's just silly, right? It's just silly. So, yeah, we're fully bullish on crypto right now, folks. Fully bullish. Okay. And again, we're looking out, folks. We're not thinking about tomorrow or the next day. Nokia, this one's coming down. You see how it lost the 9 there? You got your sell signal back here in May at around 15. Yeah, that's coming down. I'd be short Nokia there. Again, a lot of these chip stocks, I don't know if Nokia is a chip stock or not, but again, that looks very bearish. I would short the crap out of that. You even got the MACD crossover. I think there's going to be a massive rotation out of chip stocks, meaning chip stocks are going to go down, and you could see why are chip stocks down and crypto's up today? What does that tell you guys? People are selling chip stocks and they're buying crypto. It's that simple. When something's green, that means there's more buyers that day. When something's red, that means there's more sellers that day. So people are selling chips to buy crypto, the most beat up sector out of any sector, out of gold, out of silver, out of anything, right? You guys remember back a few months ago with silver? How everybody was wanting to buy it up here. It's all people were talking about on Twitter up here at 100 to 120. Red dot. Okay. Dump. Okay. Again, we just trade the signals, folks. When something is sitting that far up there, okay, you got to set your ego aside. Okay. Again, we go off the data. If something's trading at a 70% premium, 70% higher than the 4-year average, 10 times out of 10, it's going to pull back. And this thing's down 50% from the top. But again, everyone was excited about it up here. We buy things that people are not excited about. The most unexciting thing on Twitter is what we should be buying. The company that they're trashing the most is what we should be buying. The sector they're trashing the most is what we should be buying. And that sector has been cryptocurrency for since February. Since February. Okay, since right here. No one has liked crypto. Up here, everybody loved it. Nobody likes it since February. Since we got our bottom signal right there in March. Nobody likes crypto now. That's when we go in. If they're already talking about it, you're too late, baby. You're too late. Again, guys, 200 likes on the video. I'll give away 200 XRP. I want to give you guys some XRP before I leave. I am going on a camping trip. I will be gone for the next week. I will be back Monday the 13th. Make sure you tell somebody. Bradley, what's going on, brother? If I missed your chart request, keep putting them in the chat for me. I see one here for AVEX. That one's reversing. I just don't got any data on my indicator because it's so new. So you got the signal right there on the daily at 16. You just want to make sure this one holds on to $15. Up above 15, it looks okay. I don't normally trade stocks or crypto unless they've been out for longer than a year. This has only been out since April. So personally, I wouldn't be touching it just simply because I can't see any data on my indicator. I see one here for Bradley for mRNA. That's Moderna. Okay, monster. Okay, doing very well. It's up in the red zone now. I'd sell this one on the next daily red dot that you get. Next daily red dot, or wait for the weekly if you want. But you're sitting right there at the 4-year right now, pretty far off the 1 year, way far off the 9. So I don't think this looks like a bad place to trim some. Sell 50%, 25%. Again, if you were buying with our strategy, you were buying down here at around $25. So again, if you had the patience to wait that long, you are currently up 240%. Okay, we did get some sell signals right here around 50. It pulled back, gave you the green dot last week at 51 and absolutely ripped. But I'd sell some of this here on the next red dot on the daily. I'd take some profits off of it, okay, and wait for a pullback. At least wait till it gets back down into the orange line to re-enter. But I'd be taking some off of Moderna here. Again, up in the red zone is where we want to sell. This is where we want to sell. If it breaks out and keeps going, great. That's fine. Okay, we're not concerned about that. Okay, what we're trying to do is just be consistent. Okay, we want to buy down here and sell up here. That's a huge trade. Okay, 24 all the way up there to the red zone. That's 140%. We'll take that all day. Again, we focus on consistency here, not trying to hit home runs on every trade. I take some off of that one, Bradley. Welcome, brother. Looks like you just joined up. Welcome to the YouTube Spartan Army. We got AND. I don't see AND. You talking about gold.com? I don't see AND. Is that a stock or something? STRC, is that back at $100 yet? No, it's not. Okay, so I don't know about Sailor, guys. I don't know, man. I hate putting my faith in one guy. I mean, if I'm going to play Bitcoin, I'm just going to play Bitcoin, okay? Because if his company goes under, goes bankrupt, you lose everything. So you're putting all your faith in Michael Saylor, okay, with his MSTR strategy, who just literally buys Bitcoin. That's all he does, okay? So if you want exposure to Bitcoin, just buy Bitcoin. Don't buy MSTR or STRC or anything like that, okay? I would just straight up buy Bitcoin. I don't know. This was supposedly supposed to be pegged to 100, and it went all the way down to 70. So, I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm not going to touch it, but it does look like it's going to print a green weekly. But again, it's supposed to be pegged to 100 and it failed. So, yeah, LMT looks good. That one actually broke out this week here. Big breakout this week, got the weekly signal. So what that's telling us is that, hey, this 480 level's the bottom. Okay, we're chopping around. That one looks like it's reversing, broke back out over the 9. I like this one here. This one looks good. Okay, breaking out. Target would be anywhere from 630 to 675 there. We got PDD. PDD's got the green dot right here as well. So this is a buy. This is another Chinese company. I like this one with a stop loss at 75. Target on that's up here between 120 and 140. Okay, if you want some exposure to China, PDD's one of those names. I currently am holding BABA. That's my exposure to China. I'm waiting for a green dot to add to the position. But PDD looks pretty good here with that signal. ITI? You say ITI? Or IT? Is that IT? IT with an exclamation point. This one's gotten smoked here. It actually doesn't look too bad. Just use a stop loss on it at 124. You got the green monthly, so we'd be buying this here. I don't know what these guys do. They make a little bit of money, it looks like. So if you're going to buy that here off the signal, you just want to use a stop loss at the low. The low's sitting right there at around 122. It's also got a gold dot here as well. So this looks good. This looks good as long as it holds 120, right? 120, it's good. I put a stop loss at 120. Didn't we just cover AVEX? It's just too new. There's nothing I can tell you. There's no data on my indicator. Okay, I would just use the previous low. 15 as the bottom. Try to buy it as close to 15 as possible. I just don't have any data for you. I can't look at charts if there's no data. Unless you're talking about a stock. It doesn't look like it. GIS, what GIS do today? This is General Mills. That one's breaking out very nicely. We've been talking about this one for a while. They reported a really good earnings. These guys pay like an 8% dividend, and they have a huge range back to the top of around 46%. I really like GIS at these levels here. Okay, gapping up off the monthly. I'm a buyer of GIS here. Absolute buyer. And again, these signals are for 1 to 6 months out, folks. If you guys are new to the channel, all of our trades are swing trades that focus on a 1 to 6 month time frame. Okay, we're not day trading here. We're not trying to get rich quick. Okay, we're not trying to be hasty toward wealth. We want to build these assets. We're buying assets. Think of when you're buying stocks and crypto like you're buying a house. You're buying an asset that's going to produce you, hopefully, a return on investment over the years. Okay, you don't buy a house and sell it the next day. Okay, because then you're paying all kinds of fees and all kinds of weird stuff, okay? We let the trade play out for 1 to 6 months. We have a strategy that we follow here. I go over this entire strategy here in my trading course. That trading course is completely free. If you guys want to check that out, just click on that link in the Discord. The Discord link is down in the description of this video under the trading course. If you guys like the indicators, you guys can also download those right here in the trading indicator tab. When you click this link, that will get you all of my indicators, all the settings, everything's set up exactly how I have it set up. You'll get the red zone, the EMA ribbons, the red and green dots, the MACD, the Fibonacci tool, everything I use. When you go through that link over there, my email's right there if you have any questions with that. But I'd highly recommend, if you're new, check it out, the free trading course first. We got Mara stock. That one really came down today as well. We've been calling to sell Mara here for since back here in June. You got the red dot right there in March. I would definitely have a stop loss set at like $12 on this. $12 on the stop loss. If it breaks, sell it. Because again, you're being greedy here if you're not taking some off at least. If you're not selling at least half your position or 25% of your position here, you're being greedy. If you're using our strategy, because again, if you bought our signal, you were buying here in February at $7. This thing went from 7 all the way up here to 15. Okay, that's 100%. 100% gain is a great gain, guys. Imagine buying a house and it goes up 100% the next day or the next 4 or 5 months. It doesn't happen. In stocks, it does. But again, when you're up on your investment, you want to protect your gains. How do we protect our gains? We use a stop loss. Okay, when we get a red dot. When we get a red dot, we use the previous low. You could use this right here at $11.50 or $12, depending on how conservative you want to be and how much gain you want to capture. If it goes back up next week, great. But again, this is a sell signal for us. We take profits here. We take profits on those signals. Okay, sell half the position if you want to keep holding it, and you think it's going down. Right, you could always sell half or 25% of the position. You don't have to sell the whole thing, but you trim some. Right, you raise cash, and then you go into something that's more beat up. Again, AKA Ethereum, ISRG, DJT, EIGN. Right, any of these names, ACN, Circle. Right, something that's gone down. Right, if something goes up, you want to sell, get the cash. If you find another investment that you're interested in and it's down here, given a green dot, you can rotate that capital into something else that's showing bullish momentum. Right now, Mara is showing bearish momentum, okay, because it's got a red dot. So as long as it holds 1150, it's fine. But if it breaks 1150, right, I'm out, okay, and then you just get back in when you get the green dot. I see one here for MSFT from, I can't say your name, man. I'm gonna call you Harry. Harry, my brother. Microsoft's looking good. Microsoft had a really nice bounce here off of 350. So as long as it holds 350, we're gonna remain bullish on it. Okay, and we have a range all the way up to the red zone of about 38%. So that's a pretty good trade. It doesn't have the signal yet. So if you're buying it here, you're kind of jumping the gun. The MACD did cross over. If you want to play it here, I mean, you are buying it at the 4-year average, that blue line. That's the 4-year average on the weekly chart. Again, and we talked about this yesterday. When you zoom out, all the way back here since 2011, 15 years ago, every time that price hits the blue line, okay, you see it hit it there, it hit it there, hit it there, hit it there. It always bounces, okay? Always doesn't mean it has to bounce again, but there's a good probability going off the last 15 years of data that it's going to bounce here. So you're buying it at at the 4-year moving average right now. I like it with a stop loss at 350. What else we got? Gilead. I think I looked at this morning. It does have a green dot. That looks good. Another healthcare stock that looks really good here. Guys, healthcare stocks healthcare and altcoins are the two sectors that I think look the best. Okay. I have a few healthcare names like ISRG in my portfolio. I got GoodRx in there. I had a few more that I took profits on, but a lot of these names are looking really good. Like Gilead looks really good here. Gilead Science looks really good here with a stop loss at 120. Again, you got the clear as day signal right there, bouncing right on the 1-year moving average. This thing looks really good. That one's on my watch list. I'd be a buyer of Guild there, Jeff. Another 100 likes on the video for another 100 likes on the video for 200 XRP giveaway, guys. If you guys could share this on Twitter, social media, whatever it is. If you can get the 200 likes here in the next 20 minutes or maybe hour, depending on how long we're going to stay on here. If we can get the 200 likes, I'll give away 200 XRP before we sign off here. Again, guys, today will be my last live for about a week. I will be back Monday, July 13th, back streaming again. I'm going on a camping trip, and I will not be live again till Monday the 13th. I see one here for Harry for Iron. Iron's bearish. Okay, we've been bearish on that. We got the signal. We got one a couple weeks ago right there at around 60. Okay, again, it's down 40% off the signal. We're waiting for this to retrace back down here and give us a green dot. We're sellers of Iron here. Okay, and we just covered Microsoft. Slow train, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter to me. I think I use the NIV version. The NIV. Which one do you use? There's just so many these days. Yeah, the NIV one. The NIV one says this. It says, so it's a little different. It says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love Him." So they're pretty similar, but I like the way the NIV flows with James 1:12 there. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial. Okay, not the one who gives up under trial. Okay, when things get hard and they give up. Nope, they're not blessed. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, who endures the hard times. Okay, because having stood the test, having gotten through the hard times, because nothing lasts forever, right? Eventually we overcome our struggles, our sin. Okay, that person, the one who perseveres, will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love Him. James 1:12. That's my favorite verse of all time right there. What the heck is glamping? I'm camping, baby. We're camping. Going out to the middle of nowhere. Dash, DASH. DoorDash looks good. I like DoorDash a lot here. That got the signal a couple weeks ago at 150. We got a long range to go back up there to 250 to 280. But this company, their earnings has been very impressive. They've been growing their revenue pretty well over the last year. You can see it's going up. Okay, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Okay, and so is their stock. Their stock's been on an absolute tear here since its IPO. It's a little high right now. You might wait till it pulls back. If it pulls back to 175, I'd pull the trigger on that. Okay, I'd be waiting either on a daily green dot or a 4-hour green dot down here. Okay, again, when you miss the signal, when you miss the weekly, okay, it's also got a monthly here as well. This looks very good, dude. This looks very, very good here above 170. Okay, I like DoorDash a lot. I would like it a lot more if it pulled back to 170. Is that going to happen? I don't know. But we do have a big range back up here to 280. That's the one, Slow Train. Yes, sir. I don't see any more. Oh, I see one here for Total 3 from Solo. That's a good request right there. I like the Total 3 request. Again, guys, 200 likes on this video, and I will give away 200 XRP to somebody in the chat if we can get it to 200. I'm upping it from 100. You guys just aren't excited about the 100 XRP anymore. So if you want more XRP, you got to get them likes even higher. Okay, 200 XRP. I think that's sitting at around, probably around, I don't know, 220 right now. Total 3 looks good. We just want to see the signal. Again, we got this signal right here at 700 billion. Oh my gosh, we're at 668 billion. Again, I think the bottom is very, very near for these altcoins. If not, it's already in. Okay, we're either very close or it's already in. Okay, and you're seeing some of these names. Look at Uniswap up today. Uniswap up 14% today. I did take a trade on this mega ETH play today. I posted that in the Discord, but just seen a lot of bullish news on this lately, and it's only like a $50 million market cap. It's listed on Robinhood. It's the lowest market cap name on Robinhood. Okay, $50 billion market cap. 50 million, I'm sorry, with an M. Very small. Yeah, mega ETH right here, baby. It's brand new too, but again, they just announced a partnership with Uniswap. They're built on Ethereum. I'm very bullish on the Ethereum network. I bought it today off the daily dot here because, again, it doesn't have any data here on the weekly. I saw the announcement of that Uniswap partnership, and I'm like, man, this looks very interesting. A $50 million market cap is tiny, right? It's so small. So if it goes to a $5 billion market cap, that's a 100x trade. DJT, yeah, DJT would be awesome, wouldn't it? Sitting at 82. I think I'm only down like 15% now on DJT, but we got a long range. Again, this is the kind of stuff, Bobby, where like people give up, right? They've just completely given up, right? It's the laughing stock of the stock market. This normally happens right here before the big move higher. And then again, everyone's going to pile in. Everyone's going to be excited again. Okay, and then we're going to sell. That's just how it works. So the more people hate a stock that has some merit, the more I like it. Okay, and everyone's mad at Trump right now. The best thing Trump could do to get people back on his side about all the money he's made over the last year in the markets is make his stock go back up to $120. So we'll see what happens down here at $8. Down here at $8. BTC.D. What is Bitcoin dominance doing? That's a great request. Still hanging on. I mean, this thing has not moved since September. We want this thing to crash. We want Bitcoin dominance to crash. Okay, and the dot is red. We just need that to lose like 57. When this comes back down here to 40%, that's when altcoin season is happening. Right? Altcoin season is now, in my opinion, because I call altcoin season the season where we should be buying altcoins. Okay, everybody else's altcoin season is when we should be selling. We should be selling our altcoins down here. Okay, down here, when Bitcoin dominance, this is just the amount of money in crypto that's in Bitcoin. When this falls to 40%, that means they're rotating out of Bitcoin into other names like Aerodrome, like Uniswap, like Chainlink. So, yeah, I mean, we're in my opinion, the bottom's in for alts, guys. In my humble opinion, the bottom has been in since February. Have some of the names dropped a little bit since February? Yes. But again, we're not concerned about 10, 20% drops. We're not, because we're long term, right? If we're buying ETH, we better be thinking ETH is going back up here to 5K. Okay. It won't matter if we bought it at 19 or 17 if it's back up here at 5K. We'll still be happy regardless. I see one here from Harry for EQT. EQT does have the signal here, so that's telling you, hey, this level right here at $49, that is the potential bottom, okay? Potential bottom. It needs to hold 49. If that breaks, right, you want to sell, you want to be stopped out, and you want to look to get in probably more around 46. But I think this looks good. I'd be a buyer of this name right here on EQT off the signal. What else we got? We got Uber. Uber, what's that doing? Still green, still holding that one. I still think that one looks good. CRWV. CoreWeave, still coming down. Wait for the signal. FMC. FMC looks like a gall dang rug pull. That's down from 150 all the way to 11. Oh my gosh. That is ugly. Wow, they still make a pretty decent amount of revenue. I don't know why this stock is down so far, but agreed a private placement of selling 30 million shares. Huh. So it looks like they're selling a ton of shares to some company. I don't know what this company is. What is FMC stock? Let's see if we can do some fundamental research over here. Okay, so if you guys are in the Discord, you also have access to our research tools. So /ask FMC. What is FMC stock? So this is our little AI that we have built out over here that literally will pull up any chart for you guys with our indicator. Looks like some people aren't using it right. These guys are using it right. What does that say? It's an agricultural sciences company that provides solutions for growers, including I don't even know those words. So it's an agricultural chemicals company. And they have gotten absolutely smoked over the last 2 years. So if you believe in the company, there's probably never been a better time to buy than now if you think it's going to recover. I'm going to check and see if they have a dividend really quick, because that would be interesting. A lot of those companies do have dividends. Agriculture. Wow. 8% dividend on this. 8% dividend. Wow. So, yeah, this is one of those dividend names that you could add to your portfolio. Again, you'd really want to see why they're selling off so bad, because that's ugly, man. 8% dividend don't mean nothing when your stock goes down all the way here. But if you're buying it down here, that 8% dividend looks very attractive. So this is actually a pretty decent request here. I'd have to look more into the company and what they're doing. I mean, their earnings look fine. Their earnings look totally fine. Net loss widened to 200 million on lower revenue and higher restructuring and tax charges. Huh. I think it looks interesting with a 8% dividend. I see one here for Ondo in the chat. Ondo, still trying to find a bottom there at 30 cents. Just looking for the signal there on Ondo. You got one back here at 25 cents. Okay, we're looking for another one now. Okay, if you got in here, okay, you could have sold up 100%, and now you're looking to buy back in here off the green. Okay, watching that 30-cent level there on Ondo. Ford Motors coming down. Got the red dot a couple weeks ago right there at 15. That thing's fallen. Okay, I wouldn't touch it here. Okay, wait for a green dot down here. Your opportunity to buy was right there at 9. What else we got? That's an interesting one. LHX, if it recovers. If it doesn't recover, they're toast. But if that one bounces back with that 8% dividend, that's an interesting stock. LHX, I might have to chat GPT what chat GPT thinks about that stock. I just did it. Anyways, more interesting high-risk turnaround plays right now. What I like, it's the global leader in crop production. Its concerns, its balance sheet isn't as strong as it would like. It has execution risk. Yeah, it calls it high risk, but I mean, everything's kind of a risk. I just have to look more into the company. I like the dividend. If they get rid of the dividend, though, that would be really bad. Pyth price target. Oh, I'm sorry, LHX. We just want to see the signal on this one. This one's trying to bottom right here at 280. No signs of a bottom yet, though. Just waiting on the green dot. RKLB, we covered this one yesterday. Okay, we're just looking for our signal. Okay, we don't want to buy up here. We want to buy closer to the 4-year. Okay, we want to buy when the wave is down here. If you were buying when the wave was down here, you were buying this at $3. It went all the way up here to 150. Insane gains. Insane. Aerodrome, we already covered this one. Looks very good. Okay, I like it a lot as long as it holds 40 cents. If we can break over this 60-cent level, things are going to get very bullish very fast for Aerodrome. Okay, we're waiting on a red dot on the weekly for this one. Pyth price target. Pyth is Chainlink's competition. They got a green dot this week, looking good. We're just targeting up here between 11 and 14 cents. 11 and 14 cents. Okay, you got a big range on that, about 235%. It looks good. And again, it has the signal this week. And it also had a signal back here at around 4 cents. It's literally sitting at the same place it got this last signal. So that's double confirmation that 4 cents, hey, that's the bottom. That looks good. Amazon, trying to bounce here off the yearly moving average. You're going to want that one to hold on to 225. 225, I don't see the signal yet. Daily chart, trying to find a bottom there. Not my favorite. Not my favorite trade. Again, we want to buy when the wave is way down here. Okay, that's when we buy. APT. APT, USD. This thing's just getting rugged on, dude. I don't know, man. That looks pretty dang ugly to me. I think I'd rather buy ENA because I've seen ENA announce a lot of really interesting partnerships. I think this one's a more interesting play than APT, personally. I think even Trump holds ENA. I'm actually looking at this one here, too. But yeah, I got stopped out of it back here at like 9 cents. So looking for a re-entry on ENA, but APT, I don't know. You'd have to know something about the project. I mean, the technicals, again, it's the lowest price it's ever been. So obviously at the lowest price something has ever been, you want to be a buyer if you believe in it long term. But it does also have a golden dot there as well and a monthly dot. So I would just watch 50 cents. As long as it holds 50 cents, it looks okay. If crypto's going to bounce here, I see one here for AVGO. Broadcom. Look how many likes we got on the video today. See, I love it when days are green. People are just happy, right? No one's happy in a bear market. I get it, dude. I mean, I'm happy regardless. I find joy in every single moment in life. I try to, at least. You know, I'm not the greatest all the time, but I have the good Lord Jesus Christ. You know, I know him. I got a relationship with him. So, good or bad, I got my foundation. That's where I go. You know, that's where I rest. So, praise God. Just praise God for the good times and the bad. It's easy to praise him when things are good, but when things are bad, it's 10 times harder, but we still got to do it. We still got to find a way. AVGO, again, another chip stock here, breaking down below the 9, red dot. You got that back there at 400. It's coming down. I wouldn't touch this until you get a green dot down here again. AMPX. AMPX is also coming down as well. Again, not buying until we see a green dot, until we see that reversal. GAP, needs the signal. Again, down below the 4-year. I like that. Just needs the signal. Are these guys actually still making money? I've never seen a Gap store since I was like 10 years old. Yeah, I'd wait for the signal on Gap. I'm not sure what their fundamentals look like. UPST, how'd that end up this week? Looking good. Got our signal down here at 26. It's sitting at 34. Looks good above 29. As long as it holds 29, I'm going to remain bullish there on UPST. Target on that would be up here between 70 and 80, up here in the red zone. Okay, looks good. Just use that stop loss at 29. Okay, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. If it flips red, right, that's when we have to set our stop losses and use caution. Slow Train's just happy to be here. I'm happy you're here too, bro. All the Spartans. I love this community, guys. I love what we do here, man. We're in it together no matter what, through the good times and the bad. Okay, the bad times are just going to make the good times even better. Can I get an amen? Solo says RPL. RPL, that's rocket pool. Again, go with down, 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 to down, to down, down. Lowest price it's ever been. So if you like it, again, I don't trade charts that look like this just because that's a rug pull. If it bounces, though, great. If you believe in the project, if you know what it is, I mean, it's literally never been a better time to buy. You got the signal there last week at around 130. It's up to 177 this week. Looks like it's breaking out. I put a stop loss on that one right there at 120. SHX. SHX is still hanging on to that 3.5 cent level. You want to see 3.5 cents hold. I put a stop loss right there. We got 2 amens in the chat. 2 amens in the chat. What else we got? UEC from Janet. UEC. Uranium. Still coming down. Still need that signal. AVGO we just covered. NVDA. NVIDIA. Again, I don't like chip stocks. The only chip stock that looks... I mean, none of them look good, to be honest with you. Again, time to buy NVIDIA was down here at 160, 170. It went up to 240. Still coming down. Again, you want to wait for the signal. You need confirmation. We got PENG. Peng. Ooh, God. Red dot. Yeah, sell it. Get out of it. Okay, taking profits. Again, look at the separation off the 4-year average. Okay, that's a 60% premium. Okay, we don't want that. We don't want that up there. Okay, take your profits. RNDR. That's Render. Render just needs the green dot there. Okay, got the green dot here on the daily. I did trade this one back here at around 140. I sold it all up here around, I think I got stopped out actually at like 180. But it's still holding on to that 140 level pretty good. The bear market blues. Yeah, just wait till this bull market kicks in, baby. Just wait till this bull market kicks in. We haven't seen nothing yet, folks. Most people that are involved in crypto right now over the last year have not even seen a bull market before. They don't even know what it's like. Okay, but I think by 2028, people are going to find out. 2027, 2028, people are going to find out over the next 6 to 12 months. Virtual. USD. That one just needs a signal too. Again, sitting down here. It's been sitting here since February, just going sideways. Just chop, 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 chop since February. Hasn't done anything. Okay, looking for the green dot. But again, you're buying it where you got this green dot at. So keep that in mind, 50 cents if you like the name. 50 cents look like an interesting level. I don't know too much about virtuals, though. Not my favorite chart. FET. FET looks good, just needs the signal. You got this signal down here at around 14 cents. It went up to 29, pulled back. Now it's trying to reverse here off the weekly. As long as that one holds 15 cents, I think it looks good. Chris, welcome, brother. We got AVAX, AVAX. AVAX is giving the signal. So down here, all-time lows, right? If you believe in AVAX, I think you need to be buying it down here. You got a signal right here at 80. If you get a signal here, you average down here. This thing has been ugly, dude. This thing is so beat up. It's gone down for 2 years. So if it's going to reverse, it better hold on to $6. Okay, I just don't know anyone using the AVAX ecosystem. I just don't know anybody using it. Ethereum's king, or queen, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, Ethereum is the winner. That's why most of my names like Mega, Chainlink, right? They're all built on Ethereum. AVAX, in my opinion, is just a dead chain. Name one coin on the AVAX ecosystem. You can't even name one project or one. Maybe you can name one or two, right? But ultimately, I just don't see the adoption, right? Think of the dot-com bubble, right? Not every tech company back in the day made it, right? Not every one of them made it. Okay, a lot of them failed, and a lot of them went to zero and went bankrupt. I just don't see a lot of talk about AVAX. Maybe it's my algorithm, but I just don't see anyone hooping and hollering about AVAX, right? I don't see all these partnerships getting announced like you see with Ethereum, right? If I'm going to buy anything, I'm probably just going to buy Ethereum here. You can gamble on AVAX, but again, I'd set a tight stop at like 550. SYN, beautiful move here. Up in the red zone. You got the red dot in the red zone. I'd be taking profits right now at 50 cents. Taking the profits on that one. Big move there. Big move. But again, look at the separation off the EMA. Yeah, I'd sell SYN right now. Nice move. I wish you would have called that out like back here at 3 cents. Huge move. That was huge. ORDI. ORDI USDT. I got you, Chris. One sec. ORDI's got a green dot, so we'd be a buyer of this one too. Okay, buying it here. You got the signal down here at 250. If you missed that one, well, you want to buy it right there. I see one here for DRAM from Chris. Welcome, brother. The Round Hill ETF. That one's getting smoked over the last couple weeks. Got the red dot here on the daily back at 73. Again, I just don't normally, I can't analyze a lot of these names because there's no data on my chart. So if there's no data, there's nothing I can tell you. Because again, we trade the weekly and the monthly charts. That requires a name to be around for at least 12 months. So if it hasn't been around for a year, it looks like this just launched in April. There's nothing I can say, except I would use a stop loss at like $56. If you're in it, I'd use a stop loss at 56. If that cracks, I would sell it. BRK.B from the chat here. Berkshire Hathaway looking good. Where we get our signal back here at $470. It's up nicely here. It's coming up here into the red zone. It looks good. I'd look for a red dot on the weekly on this one. I see one here for ASTS. ASTS. No signal. You did get this signal right here around the same price, but again, I want to buy it closer to the 4-year. I want to buy when the wave's down here. That one's had a monster move. Again, if you bought this one back here at $2, you made a ton of money. This one right here at 18 made a ton of money. So, not my favorite stock. WKSP, at least for our strategy. If you're day trading, that's probably a great stock. WKSP, this one's just getting smoked. Again, another penny stock looking rug pull. We just don't mess with the penny stocks here, my man. AVAV. This one had a really nice move off of its earnings. I don't normally like to chase big candles like this. That's up like, what is that up? Like freaking 38%. Okay, I don't know. That's tough. If you bought that right there before earnings, that was a nice move. You do got a big range back up here to 400. So if you're bullish on it, right, you should be targeting the red zone. That's about 100%. I would just use a stop loss at that low right there at 34. Okay, that gap is kind of concerning down there. Okay, we might have to fill that gap at 150 before going higher, but use a stop on this one at 35. The dot is green, though. It looking very bullish. I just don't like to chase these big candles, even though it paid off last time it had one. Boom. Ripped it up. Okay. MACD crossover. It looks good. Any kind of pullback, maybe get in here on the hourly or the 15-minute. Look for a pullback. Maybe down here to like 150 or 160. That would be interesting. Ordy, we just covered, my man. We just covered it. It has a green dot this week. It's a buy. PLTR. PLTR still just hanging around this 120 level. Okay, 107 looks like the bottom right there. Looking for the green dot on that one. NVO we already covered. PayPal, this is one of my favorite stocks right now, guys. Looks good. Look at that bull hammer close this week. It's got the green dot. That one looks like it's just going up. Okay, beautiful looking chart there on PayPal. Okay, we bottomed back here in February. We came up. We came back down. Right now we're bouncing again. We're making a higher low. What's a higher low? A higher low is when we bounce and then we bounce again at a higher level in a couple months. Okay, so we bounced here in February. We're bouncing here again in June, but at a higher level. We bounced here at 40. Back here we bounced at 38. That's bullish divergence right there. And you got a bull hammer. Look at that candle. Bull hammer. Boom, baby. Okay, watch for that one to fly next week. Oh, man. Give me a sec. Oh. Sorry, I had to readjust there. Hayden stock. I don't know about that one, my man. Just drop the ticker if you would for me. What else we got? I see one here for FLR. FLR still looking good. I think this one's... Oh, no, the monthly faded. But as long as that holds 6 cents, it's still... I mean, it's just getting smoked, right? But when this happens, it normally happens fast. So look for the weekly on that one. The monthly popped up last month, but it faded away. So I'd still be a holder and a buyer down here at these levels if I believed in the project. PAR Technologies, that one looks good. That one's very bullish. You got the signal back here at around 13. That one's looking good. We just be looking for a red dot there on the weekly up here, or one up here on the daily. Okay, your target's 55 to 70. Okay, that one looks very bullish. Nice breakout there. See how it broke out over the 9 EMA, guys? Okay, that orange line, that's your friend. Okay, it tells you where the trend is. If we're down below the 9, we're stuck in a downtrend. But when we break out like this, that shows massive strength. Okay, a lot of strength there. Okay, that one looks very good. PAR is the ticker. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add that one to my watch list too. Boom. I see one here for XRP. XRP just needs the green dot on the weekly. Okay, we got one back here at 130. I entered XRP right here at 130. I'm looking to enter again here on the next green dot. VST. We only got a few more here, guys. Get those likes up. If we can get the 200 likes here by the time I sign off, I'll give away 200 XRP in the Discord. VST, this one's just choppy. Great day trading stock, but we don't like choppy markets, okay, especially when they consolidate for this long. So I want to see this one really break down before I were to take a trade on it. But that's a day trading stock right there. That's a day trading pattern. XCN, we're just waiting on the weekly. Just need that weekly or that monthly signal. Okay, I have a position on this. I have it fully staked. We're just waiting on the signal now. P-Sky, looking good. Okay, just needs a signal. That'll probably pop next week. These guys bought the UFC. They're going into that merger with Warner Bros. So huge company. I think they have one of the best streaming services out there. They're probably the fastest growing streaming service out there right now because of the UFC. Target on that's up there at 16. I think this one looks very good. I like P-Sky a lot down here. TAO, thoughts on the future since AI... I don't know what that means, but just looking for the green dot. Again, you got the last signal down here at 70, 170. Okay, we're looking for the next one now. So I have the bottom mark down here at 140. Okay, so we're just waiting on the signal for TAO. SYM and GLOB. That one looks good. I'd be a buyer of this name right here. SYM is the ticker. That's the stock. It's got the signal. It's right at that 4-year average. It looks very good. GLOB. This one, not so much. That one's just going down, 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 to down, to down, down. If you think it's going to recover, though, makes about $600 million a quarter. I mean, that's been smoked. So let me check and see if they have a dividend. GLOB. No dividend. PE ratio of 12, which is good. They are a provision information technology services company. It includes application development, testing, infrastructure management, and application maintenance. A lot of fancy words there. I mean, this thing's just taking it on the chin. AI's taken some of these software companies out. I mean, some of these software companies are just going to disappear because of AI, ChatGPT, and all these things. I mean, it's ridiculous how easy stuff is. We already covered PayPal, SoFi, and GoodRx. SoFi's still hanging in there like a champ. Still just chop, chop, chop. Okay, we're looking for that breakout. If that thing can break out over $20, it's going to absolutely rip to the upside. We're just waiting for the wave to come back up here on SoFi. We were buying this thing down here at 15 bucks. Okay, we're up on our position. We're just looking for the breakout now and the red dot when the wave is up here. That's when we'll sell SoFi. Right now, we're buying and holding. Okay, Well, you should have bought here 3 weeks ago. Should have bought here. Should have bought here. Down here at 15 bucks. TEM stock from M Caps. What's going on, brother? That one gave the signal there at 45. It's pumping up. Looks good. Okay, that one looks like it's heading for the red zone. So buying any pullbacks into the EMAs here. Okay, looks very good. That one's on my watch list as well. Okay, this one looks good above 50. Looks very strong. NEE here from the chat. It's got the green dot. So again, if you're going to play that green dot, I would use a stop loss at that low here from June, right there at 83. Okay, but a little too far off the 4-year for me. It is trying to bounce though here at the yearly. The yearly moving average is the white line. The blue line is the 4-year. I like buying into the 4-year more than I do the 1 year, but sometimes the price will bounce there. So if you're going to play this one off the dot, okay, it's not below the white line, but use a stop loss at $83. That's the previous low. GoodRx, GDRX. I actually trimmed some of this. The reason I trimmed it was because it came up here into the yearly moving average. See how it rejected there back in October? Well, it's touching it right now, so I decided to sell half my position. I'm still holding half of it, so my stop loss is currently like 240 on it, around 240 on the stop loss. So if that thing could break out over like 350 next week, it's going to absolutely rip. Again, healthcare stocks are looking really good, really attractive. And GoodRx is still green as well here on the monthly. So I'm still holding half the position. I just took a little bit of profit. Again, I'm trying to raise cash and buy some of these other names that are a little more beat up. And again, in the past, it has rejected at that average. That has been resistance for a while. So if it rejects here again, I sold half. I'll get more, right, if it goes lower. But if it breaks out, I still have that other half of my position that's going to benefit. But again, I was buying it down here at $2, around $2. So it was like a 30 to 40% trade, which I'm perfectly happy with on a name like GoodRx. What else we got? MDY, ON, and SMCI. MNDY, that's Monday.com. Okay, another software stock that's taking it on the chin. I actually like how this is setting up here. It's breaking out over that 9 EMA. As long as it holds on to that $65 level, it looks good. Again, you got the signal down here at around 65. Okay, that signal literally came right here at 70. Sitting at 79. So as long as it holds 65, I like it. Watch for at least to bounce back up here to 180. I'm guessing that's, well, the red zone's all the way up there between $200 and $300. But it does look bullish. I like the bottom. I like the candle close this week. I think that one looks good for next week. ON, I'm going to, again, another chip stock I'm bearish on. Once again, we got the red dot right here in June. That came at 120. Okay, this thing's coming down. We're not going to flip our stance from bearish to bullish until we get a green dot here on the weekly. Okay, we have no interest in trading things with a red dot. Okay, we're taking profits up here. You should have sold it at 120. SMCI, same thing. We took profits on this around 150. I did start another small position right here around $28. It is still coming down, but you guys can see how the support has found, it has found support here since 2023 at $30. It did have a few liquidation dips down here to 20. I traded this one earlier this year. I bought it at 30. It went down to 20. I bought more, and then we sold the whole thing up here at 50. Okay, and now we're re-entering down here at around 28, 29 bucks. So I want to see a green dot on SMCI here. Okay, it doesn't look too hot. It needs to recover like next week very fast, but that looks bearish. It looks bearish. ENA, I just talked about this one. It looks interesting. This is probably the one crypto right now I'm looking to put into my portfolio that I don't have in my portfolio. I think I bought it around 10 cents and I got stopped out at 9 cents. Now it's back down under 8 cents. So it does have a daily here today. I think this one is an interesting play. It's a stable coin play, so the Clarity Act will probably benefit this one tremendously. I just saw today that Trump actually holds a position on it, on this name, and it's gone down literally for, I mean, the last 10, 11 months. So you're buying it at the lows here. I think it looks like an interesting play if you're looking at the stable coin infrastructure. They are one of the I think they're the number 3 or 4, stablecoin out there. One sec, my wife's calling me. All right, we're back. Yeah, me and my wife are getting ready for a camping trip. So again, guys, I will not be live again till July 13th. That's not this next Monday. It's the Monday after that. So if you guys see anyone asking, please just let them know that I will be back on Monday, July 13th. I'll still be in the Discord. I'll still be checking in sometimes. I'll have my phone on me. But I will not be live streaming or dropping videos or anything like that. So just letting you guys know here, I will not be live tomorrow either because we're leaving literally right when we get off this call here. VKTX, that one had the signal last week at around 33. It's up a little bit this week. It's up in the red zone here. Red dot in the red zone, normally where we sell. If you're in that one, I'd use a stop loss at like 36. We also got one here for APT. We already covered APT. And that's going to be it, folks. That's going to be it. If you guys have chart requests, you guys could put a few more in here. I'm just going to mark our spot here. And these will open again it'd be next weekend. So I will open this live request thread. If you guys can't make the live streams, if you're watching the replays, and you can't make the live streams, you guys can get your chart requests in over here in the Discord, and we just go through all these. So normally what I do is I open this on Sunday, I let it run till Tuesday, and then on Tuesday we do our chart requests. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's when we're covering your guys' chart requests here. So if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe, smash the bell, join the Discord. The Discord's the place to be. This is where all the information is. This is how we stay connected when we're offline and not live. We got Spartan chat going on all day long over here. The Discord is free to join. We do have a paid membership that's as little as $4 a month. That's less than a Starbucks coffee. I think that's like half the price of a Starbucks coffee these days a month. So if you guys want to get access to all the content, we get real-time trade alerts, weekly watch list, 24/7 trade support, advanced analysis, research tools, instant lookups, and breakdowns. That's with the chart request thread. You guys can look up any chart over here. There's a video right here on how to do it. All you got to do is type in /layout and then whatever ticker you want to see. I could type in Apple, right? And what that's going to do is it's going to pull up the chart, okay, with the indicator and everything like that. It'll show you the chart just like it did here for that request there on PHR. You'll see it takes a couple of seconds here, and boom, there's Apple's chart right there. You guys could see where the wave is, where the dots are. That is a feature over there of our included in our membership. We didn't quite get the 200 likes today, so there will be no XRP giveaway, but I'll just keep raising the bar, folks. 200 likes on the next live stream. I'll give away 200 XRP. Then we'll go to 300. Then we'll go to 400. Then we'll go to 500. And we'll just keep on working our way up. So trying to keep things fun, engaging for you guys. Thanks for tuning in today. I see one more verse here from Slow Train. It says Proverbs 13:20, walk with the wise and become wise. But a companion of fools suffers harm. Walk with the wise and become wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm. That's awesome. I love that breakdown there, Slow Train. He says walk with the wise. He says overkill, but really all this information just comes from God, guys. It doesn't come from me. It comes straight up from above. And he says a companion of fools, X and Twitter suffers harm. I wouldn't call X people fools, but it's just if someone disagrees with you, we just gotta be humble, folks. We gotta kill people with kindness. Right? Never react to negative talk or negative sentiment toward yourself. Right? We're all just sitting here trying our best. And I think the biggest thing is just, being disciplined, guys. In everything you do in life, if you say you're going to do something, you should do it. If we have a plan to follow, we should follow the plan. Okay? This plan has been formulated over the last 10 years, guys. 10 years of trading. I've been doing this a long time. And this strategy right here has been extremely successful over the years. Okay, day trading doesn't work. Day trading options doesn't work. The longer term you can think, the further out you can think, okay, the more likely you are to be right in the markets. The best thing you have on your side with the investing in the stock market and crypto is time. Okay, sometimes you just have to let things play out. Okay, sometimes things go against you. Right? What do we do when things go against us? Well, we have a plan. It doesn't matter if the market's going down or up. This plan here stays the same. So I cover all this in the trading course. If you guys are new, if you guys want to check that out, if you're interested in learning how to swing trade and use our indicators, you guys could check this out completely free. You don't have to become a member to watch it or anything like that. It's all completely free. You could check that out. It goes over those rules. It goes over our indicators, everything that we do here at Overkill Trading. I don't want to say goodbye to you guys, because I'm not going to be back for a week. I freaking love the Spartan Army. I love all of you. I hope you guys have a really blessed 4th of July. If you're not in the United States, I hope you have a great weekend. Go celebrate. Go have some fun. Go touch some grass. Go get out there. I'm going to the woods, folks. That's where I'll be for the next week. So we'll see you back here Monday, July 13th. Let somebody know if someone's asking if I'm not live. Let them know, hey, he's gone. He's up in the woods. July 13th is when he'll be back live streaming. Monday through Friday, we're live here. When I am not out of the office, guys, we're live every day throughout the week. Working hard, staying on top of these markets, staying on top of things. Okay, dialing in, winning, losing together. Right, we're here for it all, folks. So God bless you guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great week next week, and we'll see you soon. Peace.